It's been such a long time since I've done a video, but you know what, I'm just gonna get straight into it. The Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Now before I put this on my face, I'm just gonna quickly talk about it. This is a review video. I had no idea this came out like 2 months ago, because in my local store it came out like 2 weeks ago, but we moved, so I've been living under a rock. This is the new light reflecting foundation from Nars. So it's supposed to look like skin but better. It's amazing for acne prone skin. So imagine you're wearing this foundation for long periods of time, but it's got skincare in there to take care of those breakouts, the scarring, yada yada. I read on the packaging that it said that it was tested on like 31 women in the course of 6 weeks, and there was like a big difference in their skin. Big difference in their skin. And like since COVID, I have been breaking out. I've got some like breakouts and like scarring. My skin has been getting better, but it goes up and down. Like I've just got like some like scarrings going on literally from COVID. It goes and then they come. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just like all about taking care of my skin. This foundation is meant to be buildable as well. I don't really like wearing full really heavy foundations, so I'm really excited to see how this works. I used to love wearing it, but since COVID my skin has since COVID my skin has become really sensitive. Okay, so I'm going to shake it up. I just wanted a quick intro explaining the product, and I'm going to get straight into it. I'm really excited to try this. Oh, primer. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. I don't like silicone, guys, and this is like a silicone free, but it gives that blurring effect, and it's really good. I use this a lot on my clients as well, so I'm just gonna go. Oh, and I use this a lot on my Instagram, and a lot of people ask me, like, because I take really close up pictures, and people are like, oh my god, how do you make your skin look so... It's this primer. Okay, so I just quickly put that primer on my face. Now I'm gonna go in with the foundation. So my shade is Fiji. This is the shade I usually go for, but I'm a bit afraid it'll be a little too light for me, or sometimes I just like a slightly more tan look, because I'm really pale on my face and the rest of my body is quite tan, but we're just gonna go in with it anyway. So I'm gonna use the It Cosmetics brush. Now I don't like using beauty blenders because I'm a makeup artist and I'm always in my makeup, and I feel like that literally just holds so much bacteria, and I would just get lazy and not like get a new one. I don't know, but I prefer the way my skin looks with a brush. I prefer the way my skin looks when I use a brush. I just feel like it's easier to use, and the It Cosmetics brushes, by the way, are amazing. It gives that like beauty blender look. Oh, I'm gonna do one pump on this side of my face just to see how much I get out of that and how much coverage I can get. So that's just one pump. Okay, I spilled some. Okay, so as you can see, I feel like this shade should be fine when I blend it, but I do usually like a bit more of a tan shade because then it blends into my body. But okay, this feels really nice. It almost feels like a skin tint. Okay, so I'm just blending that in. So I did do one pump, but not a lot came out. So I'm going to do the other side and see if that was the same amount or if there was just a little like fault in that. But that is just a little bit I've put on with and without. Okay, I can't lie, my skin looks super glowy. It looks really glowy, and I like the coverage that gave me. It wasn't like a lot, but it's quite sheer, and I would probably go in with concealer in like some areas that I just want a bit more coverage. But I'm gonna do the other side now. So one pump. Oh, that was a similar amount. It's not a lot, but it's enough for like one side of your face, I guess. So I like to go in with the brush and kind of like stamp it and then blend it. And this brush doesn't soak up a lot of the product. Like, it's so smooth and it doesn't leave any strokes. Okay, the first thing I have to say is it feels so lightweight. I haven't done a video in so long, and there has to be roadworks today, of course. So I've done like this side of my face. Now I have to say I've got a big ass forehead, so yeah. it's gonna take another pump. No, it's gonna take like half a pump to cover my forehead. But I have to say, like, I love that coverage. But I have to say, I love the coverage it's given me already on my face. Let me just add some to my forehead and let's see how it looks overall and if we're gonna add some more. Okay, I did like a tiny pump. But what I've noticed about this is, like, I've used one pump on each side of my face, but I feel like I could have blended that, like, one pump out on my whole face, but I feel like that wouldn't really give me the coverage I need. I feel like one pump on each side was enough, because not a lot comes out, if I'm honest with you, because it's quite a thin foundation. Like, it's really liquidy. So because I know in the Radiant Longwear, like, one pump, 1.5 pump for my whole face with the coverage that I like. But yeah, okay, so that is my whole face. I'm just gonna bring it down to my neck. I don't know if you can see, my neck is like slightly more tan than my face, which is why I would want like a slightly darker shade, but I feel like it looks really bad on camera right now, but it doesn't look too bad in real life. Okay, this looks really nice. I love how sheer it looks. I feel like it's almost like a skin tint, but I do feel like if I apply a little bit more, it will give more of like a foundation effect, and it's not like too much of a skin tint. But I have to say, it's super lightweight. Like, I can't feel it at all. But me being toxic, I feel like I want to add just a little bit more coverage, even though I don't think I need it. But I kind of want to see if I add a little bit more, how the creasing will be throughout the day. So I'm just gonna add like literally like a small amount on each side. And sometimes I like to add just a little bit more foundation, just to make sure that like there's some blind spots that I've covered, like around my nose and so on. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more foundation, and I'm actually really happy because like a little bit goes a long way, because all those like little pigmentation that I had from like scarring, the scars from the face mask, have disappeared, and it looks really nice. And it's the thought of it's going to be taking care of my skin as well, so it gives me a peace of mind, because lately I'm so scared to wear foundation, and I don't know if it's just in my head, but I'm just like, my skin has become so sensitive, and I just when I tell you, I never used to have any breakouts or any scarring and stuff like that, but since COVID hit, I think it was like staying indoors a lot and like wearing the face mask, my skin became so sensitive. So I'm still trying to like get used to figuring out what works best for my skin now, because it's changed. It's like adult acne. It's kind of annoying, but like it's not too bad. Like, it's not the worst, but I do break out a lot more in my when I'm reaching my menstrual cycle too. So my skin has become quite sensitive. Okay, I think that's enough of this foundation. Okay, I have to say, it looks gorgeous. Can you see how guys, it looks flawless. I'm actually obsessed. Now, I use a lot of the Nars foundations in my kit, but I was getting a little frustrated with the Radiant Longwear because it's so oily, and a lot of people love the way it looks, but the way I have to apply it on my clients and make sure that it won't crease, and you know, I'm not going to do them all day, it's quite annoying to make it work on this and on everyone's skin. But this so far, I am loving it. Okay, now that I've applied the foundation on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the rest of my face, so you guys can chill with me, I guess. Should I do it on camera or should I not? I can do it on, actually I'm gonna do it on camera so you can see what sort of products I use. When I use a skin tint, typically I won't use the same like contour powder, whatever products that I would use when I use a foundation, because it's like a different finish that I want to go for. But I'm just gonna go in with like my regular concealers and stuff like that with this foundation and see how it looks, because this isn't really a skin tint, it's a little bit more, but it feels like a skin tint and it genuinely looks like skin. I can't get over how much this looks like skin, but I want to finish off the makeup and kind of see if it still looks like that when I've done my full face, I guess. So I'm just going to do that on camera, but you guys can skip this if you want. So I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty concealer. This is shade 230N. So this concealer is really natural. I love to use a Dior one if I have like a full coverage foundation or stuff like that. This is a concealer that I use when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup, or if I don't want to wear foundation, I just want to conceal to cover those dark circles, or like if I just want a natural finish with a skin tint. I feel like I just repeat myself in different ways, but we move. So I like to add a little bit there, and then I like to add a little bit on my nose, and then I've got a little mark there, so I'm just going to cover that. And then I like to kind of lift my face, so I add it like that, and just sometimes I'll add a little bit in the middle because I'm a bit extra like that. And then I add some on my chin, just to highlight my nose, forehead, whatever. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, this concealer is so good if you're going for like a natural look, and especially this foundation, like, because it's all about like that skin and looking like skin. This concealer is so good, the Rare Beauty concealer. As I said, 230N, it's just so good. But by the way, when I blend my concealer, I like to like pretend this is a beauty blender because it just blends out the product so much nicer. Like, I like to tap my skin. Can you see that concealer? It looks so good, and this concealer is looking so good with the foundation. Oh my god, that finish. I could just go out like this. This looks good. I'm gonna do a bit of a full face though, because I'm going to the studio today. I basically do TikTok live streams on my TikTok where I sell discounted makeup products and stuff. So I do want to look just a little bit more snatched since I'm going to be on camera for 2 hours, and I'm actually quite excited to see how this foundation is going to last me, because when I'm working in the studio, the lighting is like, we've got so many soft boxes on me and I'm sitting there for 2 hours just yapping away, and I want to see if this is gonna just become super shiny after I set it and everything, and if it's gonna like start separating or whatnot. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Tan Tour. I'm obsessed with this. You literally look at this. I'm actually obsessed. I've almost finished it. I'm in the shade Light, which I know sounds really weird because I'm tanned, but it's really deep, so you have to be kind of careful with the shades. So I'm just gonna go in a little bit there. Honestly, I'm just doing a really quick contour. I'm not like too worried about how chiseled or whatever things are going to be looking. This is just how I do it, like really quickly. So I'm honestly not too worried about how the contour's looking. I'm just quickly basically bronzing up my face with this. Not too worried about anything looking too chiseled at all. The foundation is not wiping away at all, and this product is actually working really well with this foundation. I'm now going to go in with the Mercier translucent setting powder. Okay, so the foundation has not creased like under my eyes or anything. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's not, by the way, mind my Gucci bags, okay? Literally not creasing or anything. Wow. But we're going to set it with the translucent setting powder. This is actually insane. Like, I'm not getting no creases at all, and I've been like, you know, busy doing my little contour, my concealing, and everything is intact. And usually before I go in with translucent setting powder, I would have to smoothen out areas before I set it, but we're good. This translucent powder is finishing, RIP. The way I go in with my setting powder is I kind of just like tap the product just a little bit under my eyes and in areas I want to set. I don't do that whole baking thing because that actually just dries out my skin. And I'm just kind of getting around my mouth just a little bit and my T-zone. So I'm really not using a lot of setting powder, and I can't wait to see how this is going to last me all day. Do you guys know if there's any way to open up your translucent setting powder? Because I feel like it's finishing, but I want to make sure that I've got every inch. It's so expensive. Also, this has to be the best setting powder in the world. Alright, after my setting powder is when I actually go in with my blush and my highlight. So that's the last steps of this. I'm gonna go in with the Nars Orgasm X blush. It's really pink, by the way. This is so nice during the summer, but I have to be so careful how much I apply. So this is really interesting to see how the powder is working with the foundation. Now it's actually looking pretty decent. It's not looking patchy at all, because a lot of like foundations that try to give a natural skin like texture usually make powders look very like patchy and like super powdery and cakey. It's not happening. I've always wanted to try like adding blush to the bridge of my nose, but I don't want it looking too much. Let's just try a little bit. Ugh. Yeah, that's not cute. Abort mission, abort. And then I'm gonna go in Charlotte Tilbury, the Spotlight highlighter. We love a dewy highlighter. I kind of like just to put it on my finger and just dab it on myself. Okay, so I'm putting on the highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury, just something natural. And I think this goes a lot with the look I'm going for, like that, like not too much makeup but looks kind of natural. Yeah, this foundation is honestly super lightweight. It looks so good. But now I'm literally just gonna spray my face with the All Nighter Urban Decay setting spray. I don't usually like, okay, first of all, I don't like matte finishes at all, but I have noticed that that doesn't really, like, unless you use a matte foundation, it doesn't make your foundation look too matte, but it does make my foundation last all day. I'm just gonna go in with that, maybe put on some lipstick, sort out my hair, see if I can cheekily get away with wearing a sweater today, and then I'll be back. I'm basically, what time is it? So it's currently 4 o'clock. And what I applied is foundation like at what, maybe 3:30 maybe, but it's 4 o'clock now. I'm gonna be keeping myself really busy, and as I said, I have a live stream today I'm doing on TikTok selling discounted makeup products. This is actually discounted on my live stream today, insane. But it's usually like, and I'm going to show you guys, there's usually like massive lights and I'm sitting there talking for 2 hours straight, and it's going to be interesting to see how my makeup looks, you know. But I'm just going to finish getting ready and everything and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, by the way guys, before I go, this is how it's looking so far. It's not like super shiny or anything because I just did it and I just powdered it and sprayed it, so we should be good. I'll check in with you after I get ready, and yeah, basically we'll have lots of fun today, so hey guys, so it's now 5:45, 5:46. I ate. I decided to keep the sweater on because it's really cold outside, but I'm gonna go work in like 30 minutes. But this is how the makeup is right now. It's still like, it's not shiny at all. It's still looking really, really good. I'm loving it so far. It looks really natural. It doesn't look too bad, but I'll be back. I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm currently in my car about to drive to the studio. My makeup is still very, very matte. It's not at all shiny, which is perfect. I think the main concern will be under all the lightings I'm gonna be under for 2 hours, but so far so good, and no creasing at all, no patchiness. I'm always touching my face, by the way, so yeah, it's all good. I know it's not good, by the way, I know I need to stop, but yeah, all good so far. I'm so happy. About to so yeah, no patchiness or anything. About to drive to work, so let's go. Let's see if or how this makeup will look in the next couple of hours. I'm still looking very fresh and very alive, which is good, because a lot of the time I do my makeup and then like 1-2 hours in I just look dead. So we're all good right now. We're all good. So this is the studio I'm at the moment, and you can see the lighting. I was sitting here for 2 hours and I feel like the foundation is still looking really, really good. It's not looking too shiny at all, which is actually really insane. But what time is it? It's actually 10 o'clock right now, so I'll check in again when I get home, but it's looking really, really good right now. Hey guys, so it's currently 10:35 p.m. I honestly I want to kind of take off my makeup now because I'm home, but I'm gonna try to keep it on for as long as I can. Maybe like, I don't know, it might even be 30 minutes, it might be longer, who knows. But it's actually lasting so good. Now I just want to quickly say I'm a little bit out of breath. I came home not long ago, but like there is some mascara, I don't know if you can see that, just like running down my eyes now. That might be my fault, that's obviously not the foundation's fault. So the mascara I'm actually wearing is the Nars Climax mascara, and I have noticed that like it does run a little bit, but also like I've been like literally under lights and stuff, and the mascara sometimes can be a little weird, but it could have been my application too, who knows. But it wasn't there before, so yeah, that has kind of transferred down, but that's actually nothing to do with the actual foundation at all. If I'm honest with you, the foundation is looking incredible. I'm gonna see if I can, how can I zoom? So if you guys can see there, you can literally see the mascara that has smudged under my eyes. Now there is a very slight crease, so there is like a slight crease going on here, but it's actually not that bad. I think it's just the quality of this camera just getting everything in, but it's actually still really smooth. If you can see by my nose here, I probably would maybe like do a little bit more setting powder if I could, but honestly even without it, it's completely fine. And I'm trying to see if I can just show you my forehead. It literally looks like skin, which is insane, and there's not crazy shine. But guys, honestly, I'm so happy with this foundation so far. So basically when I was at work, everyone was complimenting my foundation. They were like, oh my god, your skin looks so good, it looks so hydrated. You guys saw like in the beginning of the video when I was applying it as well, I did have some like kind of like pigmentation on my face. As I said, again, it's literally because of the face mask and the COVID time. I know it's 2022 March now. My skin has gotten better, don't get me wrong, but like every time my skin fixes up, like I'll get like a crazy breakout. Now I did join the gym this month, which the first week I joined I started breaking out really bad. I don't think my skin was used to it, or maybe it was like detox, but it's gotten better now. But it's more of like, I don't have an issue of like getting rid of the breakout, it's more of the scar that it leaves. But my skincare routine has definitely been helping with that. But I'm just really impressed with the coverage of this foundation, and how it just covered everything. And I just think my skin still looks really good. I mean, if I just went in and fixed that part there, like I could literally gone in with some concealer or just like wipe it away, or some like powder or something, it would definitely get rid of that. So I usually do take like a powder with me when I go out. I usually take the Fenty compact powder with me, and then if I do need to set my makeup, like if I'm getting a bit oily, I will. But I do get really lazy when it comes to that. Like I just like kind of leave how my makeup looks the way it is. But I'm definitely happy with how my makeup is looking so far. I've had like a jam-packed day. I've been super busy. It's been like cold and hot, cold and hot, and it's just been weird. Like outside it's kind of chilly, but when I was in the studio it was really hot and sweaty. In my house it's really warm, but my makeup is looking really good. So I'll do maybe one more check-in in a bit before I go, and then I come back to the next part of this thing, the check-in. I really want to put my glasses on, and these are the new glasses I got, and I feel like it might actually like wear off over here, but I'm like, you know what, maybe that can be part of my wear test. I can like literally apply, like literally I might put on my glasses and see how that part wears for the next hour or so. Hey guys, it's me again. I'm in my gym bag just chilling there. So I'm gonna take my glasses off, and whoa, hold on. Oh, by the way, it's 12 o'clock. Wait, 12 o'clock and midnight, and there is a very slight, but I feel like if I just, okay, it has definitely rubbed off there, but it doesn't look too bad at all. So yeah, it's definitely not glasses proof, even though I powdered there when I did do my makeup. But I feel like if I powdered it again, it might have been better. But yeah, you still got that. I didn't fix it because I wanted to see this wear test. I'm really happy with it so far. There's literally barely any shine, which is actually really crazy, and I'm actually really happy with. Okay, so it is starting to crease, like just very slightly, like here, but I feel like that's a given because I didn't powder it all day. But like that is kind of bugging me, but I don't feel like that's the foundation's fault. That's definitely the mascara's fault, and I was under a lot of lights. But the foundation really held on pretty good when you think about how long I had the makeup on for. But hey, I'm actually really happy with the finish of this look. It's been, so what did I say? I think I finished my makeup around 4, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8 hours. So 8 hours. I'm very happy with the makeup. Yeah, there is a very slight crease around my mouth now. There wasn't before. But I feel like that's a given. It's been 8 hours. I've been under lots of light. I've been really like hot and bothered today. It's been a really weird day. It's like cold and then really warm in the house, and you know, I was wearing my glasses for like an hour as well, less than an hour, maybe an hour, over an hour, and I was wearing my glasses for a bit as well. So with the glasses, like kind of like removed makeup. Honestly, that was a given. I feel like if I was to set with more powder and stuff, it would definitely been a little bit better. But obviously I set my makeup back at 4 o'clock, so I'm not surprised, if I'm honest. But with the overall like makeup, like I'm very happy with it. Like it looks like skin, and I did like add concealer, and I added blush and contour and highlight, so it held that all really well for a really thin foundation. Again, this is a medium coverage foundation as well. You can literally build it up. I'd say it's like lighter than medium when you first apply it, and you can literally build it up to medium, and I think you can potentially turn this into a full coverage foundation depending how your skin type is. If you've got a lot more redness, I'm not so sure how that would cover up all day, but I'm really happy what it's done for me. Like the redness isn't really shining through. I do have quite a bit of redness. Sorry, I can't speak, I'm tired. But overall I'm really impressed with this foundation, because I love like natural looking foundations too, but they would never last me this long without me at least touching it up. So I'm very happy. Would I recommend this foundation to my clients and people watching? Yes. So if you like something that's natural, not too full coverage, will last you for a lot of the day, I feel like even if I wore this like 5-6 more hours, it would still like look decent. I'd say if I was able to powder it now, it would look good. If I was able to refresh it now, I could definitely wear this a lot longer. But yeah, I think I would definitely recommend this foundation for people, for sure. And especially if you've got acne prone skin and you want coverage, this will help you over time as well. So let's say you go to work every day, you go to uni every day, whatever it is, school, whatever, and you wear foundation or something, whatever, this is a really good foundation to go for, because over time it'll be helping with your skin as well. But yeah guys, that's it for now. I think I'm gonna take my makeup off. Don't forget to let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and if there's anything else you'd like me to do. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I feel like I should start doing vlogs, but I don't know like if you guys would be interested in that, so let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, or whatever it is. Hope you guys are okay, and I'm gonna go now. Bye.